Okay, the question is, what the F is wrong with women? And we're going to be talking especially about what the F is wrong with black women in particular. Now, it sounds like we're going to be insulting women or whatever by the title, but we're actually, here to help women with their problems. Now, the F in the word, what the F that we are actually speaking about, will become more clear as we're moving along this journey. So our whole thing is it's about an epidemic that is sweeping across the nation, or we could even say sweeping across the world, and it's becoming such a serious problem that we've actually, myself, Dr. Amsu and Dr. Amun, we've actually written a book about this, and the name of our book is Got Fibroids, the Fibroid Elimination Bible. Now, from that title, it gives away what the new F word is, which is fibroids. It's a serious issue that, doctors, professionals who have been, tasked with caring, for healthcare, they've actually not only just been failing women, but they've actually put women at risk. They've set women up.
But they've actually encouraged women to go forth and have hysterectomies, which there's no need for.
Now, the problem is women go and see their gynecologists, their OBGYNs, and they complain about bloating, they complain about heavy menstrual bleeding, they complain about pain during sex, they talk about painful cramps, and they're being told, here, take an estrogen pill. Take this pill. It's going to regulate your periods. It's going to stop the bloating. It's going to, stop your cramps. But what it's actually doing is feeding fibroids and actually allowing fibroids to grow silently. And then when they get to a certain size, that's when they start saying, oh, we're going to have to, you're going to need a hysterectomy.
So the question is what is the root cause of fibroids, Dr. Amsu?
Well, the root cause of fibroids, and this is where the lie that's being propagated, comes out. Women are told that we don't know the cure, or we don't know the cause, sorry. We don't know the cause of fibroids. We've never been able to put our finger on it. But if you go do a simple task, go onto the internet and say what causes fibroids, there's going to be so much material talking about, well, what seems to be the problem behind fibroids is estrogen, and in particular estrogen dominance.
That's right.
Now, one of the things, we are spell busters, myth busters. Our whole journey and our whole mission is to dispel all the myths, to destroy all the lies that have been told over the last 50 years since fibroids have become such a major issue. In particular, in the last 20 years, it's become epidemic proportions. So we're going to be dispelling all those myths, starting with estrogen. Now, estrogen has been taught to be a natural female hormone, the female hormone. That's a lie. That's a myth.
Big lie.
The two sexual hormones that are the main hormones are progesterone, which is, we can call it the female hormone, and testosterone, which we loosely will call the male hormone. Both males and females have both, but it's the balance is how they, which one dominates the most. Estrogen is not a natural hormone. It is the result of aromatization. It's the result of...
Say that one more time. I don't think they actually got that. Say that one more time.
It's the result of aromatization. There is an enzyme that is external to the body called aromatase. Aromatase is also called or known as estrogen synthase or estrogen synthase. And I don't want to get tongue twisted, but estrogen synthase or estrogen synthetase, right?
I couldn't say that and drive at the same time.
I'm glad you're driving. I'm glad you're driving, because I would have been in the back of this guy. But it is an enzyme that when it gets into the body, and it gets into the body through a number of foods, through chemicals, through plastics or whatever. But once it gets into the body, it disrupts progesterone, testosterone, and androgens, these natural hormones that are in our bodies, and it converts them to estrogen. And this estrogen has been taught that it's a natural hormone in women. It's what aids in pregnancy and in the menstrual cycle and whatever. And this is not true. It's actually a poison. It's actually a carcinogen. Now, we're not going to sit here and tell you what white papers to look up. That is for you to do research. We're going to just be exposing what we know and what we find out. And, we're going to be very bold in what we talk about, because we've been giving women the tools and the information for them to eliminate and cure their fibroids, and we've been doing this for a few years now, which is why we wrote our book, because we didn't realize how serious it was. This was just something that we belong to the Aboriginal Medical Association, and this is something that the Aboriginal Medical Association was doing anyway. We have men with prostate issues, we have women with reproductive issues, and we were just doing breast cancer, that kind of stuff,
obesity,
and our mission is to help all Aboriginal indigenous peoples on the planet to overcome their ailments and their illnesses and conditions that they've been subjected to through all the the myths and lies and the setups basically that have been feeding the pharmaceutical industries and helping their medical professionals to get rich.
What we want to do on finishing out, we want to let you know that the AMA, our intentions is to get through to everybody that health is wealth. Without your health, you've got no wealth, and it's as simple as that. You cannot function. Have you ever tried to function when you've got a headache, when you've got a stomach bug, when you've got cramps? You can't. You call into work and you ask simply, can you have the day off? Now, just imagine when that magnifies by tenfolds and you're diagnosed with cancer, or you're diagnosed with, or you have a heart attack or a stroke. So your health is your wealth. And that's the mission statement that we, myself, Dr. Amun and Dr. Amsu, are going to be doing and pulling across with videos like this. So if you have any questions, maybe not concerning fibroids, right, but any other health condition you might be suffering, or you're a member of a family or friend might, feel free to send us an email, or leave a post underneath this video or comment, etc., and we will address them. Because this is why we're here. We're at war. It's simple and plain. We are at war. And this war has been going on for many, many years now. Health, diet has been a genetic intentions to go forth and attack us by the food. Because the food, and the old saying of Elijah Muhammad is, what you eat is what you are. And that's very true.
How to eat to live.
How to eat to live. Again, it all surrounds about the health being your wealth. Because without your health, you ain't gonna have any wealth. You ain't gonna have the ability to do anything. Whether you wanna be an entrepreneur, whether you wanna be a top athlete, an actor, if you ain't got health, you ain't doing anything. So that's our mission statement. Your health is your wealth.
And just going back to fibroids, because you kind of swayed there, my friend. But anyway, cool. Cool, because it's all part of the mission. All good. You know, back to fibroids. Your fibroids, ladies, women, you know, girls, whatever you prefer to be called. Your fibroids are not hereditary. You don't have fibroids because mum had fibroids or auntie got fibroids or all my sisters got fibroids. You know, it's in our family. It's part of our genetics. That's some BS. If your doctor's telling you that, which they probably are, you know, we've noticed that black women are 4 to 5 times more likely to have fibroids than anybody else, than white women or, you know, anybody else. That's a lie. That it's because, you know, it's genetic. It's not genetic. It's because our biology is different to white people's. Plain and straight. Black people have a different biology to white people.
Simple.
And because of our difference in our biology, there's foods that we think white people seem to be getting along good with that food, so we should eat it. You know, things like, what is it? Apple cider vinegar, a cure-all. If you got some problem with you,
fermentation.
You know, get some apple cider vinegar. Drink some apple cider vinegar once or twice a day. No, fermentation does not work with the black biology. This is a major issue. So everything that we're eating and we're seeing white people like milk, you know, we drink milk and dairy and cheese and all this kind of stuff, you know, and we think it's okay because white people, you know, got milk or whatever. Got milk, got fibroids. That's what we're saying. Got milk, got fibroids. Because you're putting stuff into your body that is exuberating your fibroids. It's exemplifying it. It's promoting it. And,
caffeine.
You know,
another one.
You know, as we move along the series of videos, we'll be bringing forth information that will help you to know exactly what's going on in, you know, with your body and what you're putting into your body that's causing what's going on in your body. So with fibroids, we're going to be giving you a whole series of information, you know, through these videos. You know, we do have the book, Got Fibroids, the Fibroid Elimination Bible, which is available on www.fibroidelimination.com. Again, that's www.fibroidelimination.com.
And for any woman out there, or ladies, sisters, that maybe be suffering with fibroids, cysts, yeast infections, heavy bleedings, any reproduction problems or issues you might be experiencing, we also have a 60-day fibroid elimination challenge group on Facebook. So feel free to join the group. Again, subscribe to the website www.fibroidelimination.com. And we can't wait to hear from you. And part 2 be coming soon. Have a nice day.